life, wisdom. Good afternoon, this is Erica Vetra in Austin, Texas with some Star Wars yoga for you. All right, so if you A, love Star Wars, B, have never seen Star Wars, C, love yoga, or D, have never done yoga, this video is for you. This is gonna be a short beginner workout with the emphasis being on beginner and workout. So come with me, stand up at the top of your mat, bring your feet together. So your big toe ball mounds are touching, your heels are 1 inch apart. So if you guys have ever heard of yoga, you've never tried it, but you're curious about it, this is a great place to start. I'm joined today by two of my closest friends, C-3PO and R2-D2. Very excited about that. Start to ground down into all parts of your feet. So that's your big toe ball mounds, your pinky toe ball mounds, the outside of your heel and the inside of your heel. Act like you're gripping the ground with your feet and your toes. Lift your kneecaps up a little bit so that your thighs activate. Say hello to my two friends here. Lengthen your tailbone towards the ground so that your back becomes flat. So there's no sticking out of butts here, right? So nice and flat. Hug your rib cage in towards each other, right? So your low abs are activated, and then take your shoulders back and down your spine. So now you've got this nice long, strong spine, open heart, open chest, palms facing forward, insides of your elbows forward. Now, the first thing that we're gonna work on is the breath, commonly referred to as Darth Vader breath, or in yoga, Ujjayi breath. So, when you want to fog up a mirror with your mouth open, you breathe like, right? So you constrict the back of your throat and you kind of breathe hard. That's the Darth Vader breath, except you keep your mouth closed in yoga. So it's this kind of sounding breath, and I'm not sure if you can hear that or not, but act like you're really breathing hard with your mouth open, constricting the back of your throat, but keeping your mouth closed. The reason we do this in yoga is because it generates a lot of heat in your body and energy, right? So prana, air, breath, energy, it's what your muscles need to function. All right, are you ready? Activate your Ujjayi or Darth Vader breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. In through your nose and out through your nose. By the way, please favorite this video so you can come back as many times as you need to really get this workout down. Stay tuned for parts 2 and 3, get progressively a little more complicated. Hopefully I'll be able to find some new Star Wars pants with some other characters. Let me know below who's your favorite Star Wars character. I won't tell you mine until the end of the video. All right. We're gonna start with something called chair pose. This builds a lot of heat in your thighs. So keep your legs together, squeeze your knees together, and then just start to sit down like you're gonna sit into a chair behind you. Don't come all the way down, but come to a place where you feel your thighs really start to activate. Now the trick here in chair pose, one of them, is to make sure that you can see some toes in front of your knees. So draw your weight back towards your heels a little bit, and then instead of sticking your butt way out, lengthen your tailbone down towards the ground. So you're going for a nice flat back from your tailbone all the way up to the top of your head. And now in chair pose, you can take this to any degree that you'd like to. You can stay up a little bit higher, or when you get a little more comfortable with this, you can come a little bit lower. The lower you come, the more challenging it is. However, your thighs, this is the biggest muscle group in your body, so feel free to challenge them. They can handle it. All right. Take your low belly and bring it up and in towards your heart and your spine, so your abs are really activated, your stomach is really strong. Now take your arms up towards the ceiling, and then this is going to depend a little bit on your shoulder flexibility, but eventually you're going to reach your fingertips up towards the sky so that your biceps come alongside your ears. When you do this, don't let your shoulders come up like towards your ears, right? You don't want to be wearing your shoulders as earrings. You want to keep your shoulders down, nice long neck. So if that means that your arms are out here, that's fine. It's no problem. Eventually your shoulders will open and you can take your arms super, super high up. When you do this, again, make sure that your butt doesn't start to stick out too much. So keep your tailbone lengthening down and keep your stomach super strong. All right, you've been here for a while now, so let's take one more Darth Vader inhale and one more Darth Vader exhale. Stand all the way up, release. Bring your palms to the center of your chest. So this is called mountain pose, namaste position, right? Your hands are pressing into each other, your heart is gently pressing into your thumbs, and then you're working towards a straight line between your left and your right elbow. Roll those shoulders down your spine, put a lot of length in your neck, lengthen your tailbone down towards your mat, towards the ground. Remember to grip the ground with all parts of your feet and your toes. Are you still breathing like Darth Vader? I hope so. All right, when you're ready, take a nice big inhale, reach your arms all the way up and out. Touch your palms together above your head, maybe look up. Exhale, hands back to heart center prayer, namaste, mountain pose. All right, the next pose we have to work with is a low lunge. So from here, step your left leg all the way to the back of your mat. Now, this doesn't have to happen in one movement if you're still working with balance, so you can kind of bring it all the way back to the back of your mat. Drop your left knee down. Bring your hands to the top of your right knee. Okay, so all 10 of your toes are facing front. Your 2 hips are facing front. Your 2 shoulders are facing front. So everything is square to the front of the room, right? Keep your low belly coming towards your spine, up and in, right? So take it away from your top thigh. You can even press down into the top of your right thigh with your hands to activate this pose a little bit more. Lengthen your tailbone down towards the ground, roll your shoulders away from you, and then try to squeeze your front heel towards your back knee without moving your heel or your knee. So you're gonna feel the back of your right thigh and the front of your left hip really fire up here, right? It's a very strengthening pose. Now, my back toes are tucked to help with my balance. If you want, you can untuck them so that just the top of your left foot is on the ground. That's up to you. That's absolutely your choice. All right, are you still breathing? I hope so. Inhale your arms all the way up. Look up between your arms. Try to balance as best you can. And then exhale, plant your hands on either side of your right foot. Relax your head. Keep breathing. Keep pressing down into your right foot, especially into that right heel. From here, if those back toes are not tucked, please tuck them. Lift up your back knee, your left knee. Now you're in a low runner's lunge. So something that's really great about yoga is that it's strengthening and stretching at the same time. So you're being challenged in more than one way. If this gets to be too much, bring your left knee back down to the ground. Otherwise, sit your hips down towards the ground, keep your right knee over your right ankle, and really feel your right leg working here. Keep your breath deep and full. That doesn't mean slow necessarily, it just means very deep. All right, when you're ready, on your next inhale, step your left foot forward to meet your right. Relax your head and fold over your legs. So this is another very classic pose in yoga. It's called a standing forward bend. Your feet are still together. And now, depending on the flexibility in your hamstrings and your back, your knees can be as straight or as bent as you need to. So in the beginning, it might look something like this. That's fine. There's no problem with that. You're just trying to build a little bit of flexibility in your low back. Let your head completely relax. Almost pretend to look at your belly button to make sure it's completely relaxed. You can even grab opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Don't forget to Darth Vader breathe. Now bring your hands to the ground. Roll your shoulders away from your ears, and then roll your spine up one vertebra at a time to come to standing. Take as long as you possibly can. Come up very slowly. Your head is the last up. All right, we're going to the other side. From here, bring your hands to prayer in the center of your chest. Press your heart into your thumbnails. Start stepping your right foot to the back of your mat. So again, if it takes more than one shot to do, that's absolutely fine. You're still working here, so just bring your right foot back into a lunge. And then drop your right knee down to the ground. Bring your hands to the top of your left thigh and start to find that activation again. So your first things to check for are that all 10 of your toes are facing the front, your hips are facing front, and your shoulders are facing front. Press your hands into the top of your left thigh, draw your belly away from your left thigh, and then suck your belly button towards your spine. So really keep everything active, right? So we're not doing one of these high intensity, really fast moving workouts. This is slow moving, but every muscle in your body's working right now. Now, take your left heel, keep it where it is, start to squeeze it towards your right knee, and feel the back of your left leg really start to fire up along with the front of your right hip. Inhale your arms all the way up. See how high you can get them. Send your tailbone down as you send your fingertips up. Take one last big inhale here. And now exhale, plant your hands on either side of your left foot. Catch your breath. Tuck your right toes if they're not tucked already, and then lift your right knee, coming to low runner's lunge. Roll your shoulders away from your ears, and then push the back of your right knee up to make your right leg super straight and strong. This activates your right thigh also. Keep squeezing your left heel towards your right toes and breathe. On your next inhale, bring your right foot up to meet your left. Take as many steps as you need to and relax your whole torso over your thighs. So we're back to that standing forward bend again. Let everything go. Send your breath all the way down to the base of your spine. Maybe sway a little bit from side to side. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Now, when you're ready, roll your shoulders away from your ears and then gently roll all the way up one vertebra at a time. Come to standing. Bring your hands to the center of your chest to prayer. Okay, so now that we're a little warmed up, I'm going to take you through a pose called Downward Facing Dog. So, Downward Dog is a combination, like many poses, of strength and flexibility. You're going to start by coming down to your hands and your knees. For this pose, come to standing on your knees. Bring your hands to the ground, directly under your shoulders. Make sure your index fingers are parallel to each other. And then take the eyes of your elbows, the insides of your elbows, and turn them towards the front of the room. So this helps elongate your neck and activate the muscles in your shoulders. Now, an important thing to remember here is because we're going to be placing some weight on our hands, you want to avoid dumping too much into the heels of your hands. You want to use the muscles in your knuckles and your fingers to really press down onto the ground. It's going to save your wrists in the long run. Okay, here we go. One by one, lift up your legs to a high plank position, and then lift your hips up to an inverted V shape. So this is Downward Facing Dog. Like I said, you'll see this a lot in yoga. It doesn't mean that it's an easy pose, it just means that it shows up a lot. It's the foundation for a lot of other work. So your goals here are to stick your hips up towards the ceiling as much as you can, straighten your legs as much as you can, and then reach your heels down towards the ground as much as you can. And keep pressing into those hands. Your arms are straight and the eyes of your elbows are still kind of spinning or rotating forward. Relax your head and let your heart, your chest melt closer to your thighs. So I'm giving you a lot of information here. This is not an easy pose. It's something that takes a lot of practice. Go ahead and bend your knees a little bit. Bring your chest, your torso a little closer to your thighs. Keep your arms super straight. And on your exhale, straighten your legs again. Keep your Darth Vader breath. And by this point, you might be getting a little bit tired, and now is a good time to remind you that Star Wars and yoga have a lot in common. Aside from Darth Vader breath, they also have the Force. So the Force in Star Wars is kind of like the Force in yoga. It's your force of strength and energy. Keep breathing deeply. Press the ground away with your hands. Lengthen your heels towards the mat. And now, roll your body forward back into your high plank position. Take one deep breath in here, and then exhale, bring your knees to the ground. So now you're in a pose called tabletop, otherwise known as hands and knees. Make sure you keep that alignment in your hands, and your knees are just right under your hips. So they're no wider than your inner hips, and that's probably about 4 to 6 inches, right? Stay here. When you inhale, drop your belly down, raise your head, and stick your hips up towards the sky. This is cow pose. Really arch your back. And then use your exhale to reverse that motion. Round your spine. Draw your chin to your chest. Cat pose, like an angry Halloween cat. Inhale, drop your belly, raise your head and your hips. Cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, cat pose. 2 more times. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat pose, chin to chest, belly to spine. Last time, inhale to arch your back, drop your belly down, cow pose. Exhale, chin to chest, tailbone down, belly up, cat pose. Come to neutral. And then from here, go ahead and sit your hips all the way back onto your heels. We're going to take child's pose to cool down. There are 2 versions. I'll show you both. Version number 1 is having your knees together. Version number 2 is widening your knees wider than your torso, right? If you keep your knees together, you'll be stretching into your lower back. If you keep your knees wide, you'll be opening into your hips. So you're welcome to try both versions. When you're ready, just walk your hands out in front of you and come as low as you'd like to come. Child's pose is about relaxing and grounding. So if it's comfortable for you to put your forehead on the ground, go ahead and do that. If you're not quite there, fold your arms underneath you and use your arms as a pillow. You're also welcome to use a pillow or a cushion or a Star Wars action figure of your choice. Take 3 deep, full breaths in child's pose. Send your Darth Vader breath all the way down to the base of your spine. And slowly lift your head, walk your hands back into your body. Come to seated all the way down on your mat or the floor. And reach your legs straight out in front of you. So our last pose before we rest for today is a seated twist. Go ahead and bend your right knee, bring the sole of your right foot outside your left leg. Make sure that you're sitting on both of your sit bones, both of your hips. And then if this is enough for you, stay here and just kind of hug your knee towards your chest. Sit up nice and straight and tall. If you'd like a little bit more, reach your right hand behind you on the ground, up against your back. Take an inhale, lift your left arm up as high as you can. And then exhale, twist gently. Try to bring your left elbow towards your right knee. So this is going to be different for everyone. The important thing here is to not start to round your spine. You want to keep straight and tall, right? So bring your left elbow towards your right knee. If it reaches, go ahead and stay there or maybe you can kind of hug your knee with your left elbow. Turn your gaze towards behind you so your whole spine is twisting from the bottom all the way up to the top. Don't forget to breathe. And then slowly, gently release your twist. Bring your right leg out in front of you and switch sides. So sole of your left foot outside your right leg. This is the R2-D2 leg. Bring your left hand behind you. Sit up straight and tall. Inhale, lift your right arm up. And then exhale, twist gently at first. Maybe you grab your left knee with your right hand. Maybe your elbow comes to your knee. It really just depends on your mobility and your flexibility. Keep your right toes flexing gently towards your shin, and then take your gaze behind you over your left shoulder. And then slowly release your pose. Straighten both legs out in front of you. We're going to come to lying on our backs, so bend your knees, grab the backs of your knees, and just gently roll all the way down till you get to the bottom. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Relax your arms by your sides with your palms facing up. So this pose is called Shavasana, or corpse pose. Means the death of your yoga practice. By now you might be thinking, help me Obi-Wan, you're my only hope. Or help me yoga, you're my only hope. But really, it's just a way for you to check in with your body and just relax, take an inventory, a mental scan of anything that might still be tense. Thank yourself for the work that you've done, and for the fact that if you keep doing these videos, you won't look like Jabba the Hutt, who actually is my favorite character. So feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. When you're ready to get up, just gently ease your way back to a seated position. Okay guys, that's it. Thank you so much for following along. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Star Wars Inspired Beginner Yoga. Please stay tuned for parts 2 and 3, Intermediate and Advanced Star Wars Yoga. My friends R2-D2 and C-3PO would like to thank you for being a part of this. Please remember your Darth Vader breath, and favorite this video, subscribe to Psyche Truth. May the Force be with you. Namaste.